Welcome back. My name is Don, and this is Donja Knife and Tool. As promised, brand new drops from Ozark Trail. But first, a quick word, because again, I want to point out that most of my viewers are not subscribers, and it's free to do, so if you wouldn't mind clicking that subscribe button for me, that'd be great. Back to what I was saying. Now, I dropped a short video on Thursday showing 4 of the 5 here. I was alerted to these maybe last Monday. I started seeing people were getting their hands on these. This, I think, the Glacier here, it's been out about 2 years. I've been trying to get one for 2 years. Okay, I ended up getting all of these instead, and I finally, the first time I saw this in the stores, and I've never seen it online. Now, when I ran over to Walmart, because they were not on the website, and I grabbed this one, this one, this one, and this one was not in the store, and I bought these in person, still weren't on the website. And I got those Thursday, did a short video promising you guys a full review. Friday night, they were all up on the website. This one's never been on the website. Ordered this one on the website, it was delivered Saturday morning. Worked out pretty good. So these are all coming in at $7.97, including, this has already been out, or I've had this one over a year. They have this one out now in black. So this will be part of this set. Okay, but it's in black, not in the green. I don't know if they still make the green. I don't know. So these here are all $7.97. I kind of wish they would have put on the D2 or a little bit of better blade steel on most of these, but these are all pretty darn good. Also, we're going to talk about a broken crossbar lock situation that's developed as well. Alright, so dealing with the new ones that just came out, never been seen before, is this. Okay. Let's see, aluminum handle, ball bearing open. They don't say what any of these steels are here, alright? And I heard someone say it's like a 3CR, which is probably like the lowest life form of stainless steel. I mean, they're razor sharp. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. This is a very thin knife, alright? It looks like they painted the aluminum on top. You got a very silvery matte finish there, and then more of a steel looking finish there. Very lightweight, so I don't think they're lying about the aluminum. This is a frame lock. Got that little notch there. I don't know what that's for, really. Never seen that on a frame lock before. But not bad for under $8. Oh, maybe that one's a little too hard to open. Maybe we should put a little jimping on that one. So, alright, well, that's what you get for $7.97. Cool blade shape, a very usable blade shape. You know, this is not going to be a hard use knife though, you know. But again, not bad for $8. This little insert here is not centered. I mean, that shouldn't make a difference. It's not going to make a difference of how the knife performs, but whatever, it is what it is. So let's get that out of there. That guy there. This is the one I've been chasing for 2 years. It's a little less quality than the, you know, the more known D2 steel lug outs or bug out killers, whatever you want to call them. But same principle, same nice action, just maybe a little cheaper of a handle, maybe. You know, again, not a heavy use knife here. Got some jimping, no known blade steel. You know, I would have gladly paid more for this if they put D2 on it or 14C or anything. Just give me something with a little better of a steel. You know, I mean, these are all $7.97. These are all $9.97 with D2. I would have paid up a couple more bucks to get D2 on this one as well. That's for sure. Even this one here is in the $10 range. D2 steel. These are all Ozark Trail knives. All the same company. So this one I really like. This one's a keeper only because it's the predecessor to this one, so it's going to go on the shelf with those right there, and they're calling it the Glacier. This guy, the Trailman, this I was on the fence about, and you know, these are, you can't see the blades are covered in the packaging, you can't really put your hands on the handle to grab it. This was a little bit of a shocker because I didn't expect much. What a great flipper. Nice big blade. What are you saying? This is an 8.5 with rubberized handle. Now the handle is a little, not the greatest ergonomics there, but if you actually hold it where you put your fingers in the slots, now that's a comfortable grip. That's really nice in the hand. If you hold it that way, that's the way to use this knife right here. And like I said, as an added bonus, fantastic flipper knife right here. And this was a surprise. This one surprised me big time, to be honest with you. Didn't expect that at all. Next up is the Fauna Mossy Oak, and it does say Mossy Oak there. I guess I had a deal. I like the little serration part there on a regular knife blade there. Now this, you can't tell because it's camouflage, but this is all pretty much banged up. This is how they come in the package, guys. You know, they're wide, the handles are wide open, so if they're thrown in a box for shipping or something like that, they're going to get pretty beat up. Alright, now this one, they could have cut this out a little better. You don't always have the greatest purchase to close that, but here's a surprise on this one. This one's assisted. This one is spring assisted. A big shocker to me, I had no idea, and it does say it there, but I grabbed this in the store. I really didn't read the boxes. And you can see it's got the resistance of an assisted knife, so that's not bad at all. And again, they're all sharpened like razors right out of the box. And then up we have, this is the Ridgeline ball bearing in G10, and that is definitely G10 on the handle there. Now, I was kind of not sure about the red hardware, because you have the anodized red, which is more of a deep blood red, and then you got this like brightly colored primary red that really clashes with that. But this, real nice. You get full access to the liner lock, unlike on this one, which is not that easy to get to. I think if I take all the hardware out and paint it black, that and leave the red on the liners, I think this will be a good looking knife. Got the tanto blade, again, no steel stamped in it at all, we don't know. And again, I overheard someone say it's probably 3CR, so I can only assume and go with that. Now, I don't know what kind of paint that is, but funny enough, I tried to see, this is all murdered out, blacked out. This is one of the old ones, says China on it in D2. None of them say China on them anymore, and even the new Saunders just says D2. But uh-oh. What's going on? Yep. Everybody's worst fear with a crossbar lock or an axis bar lock. I think it was Duty's Daggers just did a video about how he hates these axis bar locks or crossbar locks or whatever you want to call them, because if you break the spring, you can't lock the knife open. Now you can hold that forward, but I wouldn't cut with that. I wouldn't cut like that at all. So now what happened was I was flipping this open the other night, and by the third time I flipped it, it just went limp like this. And I'm like, wow, okay, probably broke the Omega spring. So I took it all apart, and funny enough, this is one of the newer ones, the Saunders. So this is much newer release than these guys. These are over a year old. And took it all apart, and there's a broken Omega spring on this side and no spring on that side. So I was like, whoa, hold on, wait a second. So I went and grabbed a bunch of these, and you can see the spring on that side, you can see the spring on that side. It's wrapped around the handle. And I checked every one of them I have, spring, and about 5 more. Now I have another one of these exact Saunders with the stone wash blade, and I opened that box to make sure that maybe just this model comes with one spring, and no, sure enough, it's got both springs on both sides. So that's kind of a fail. That's kind of, when this was assembled at the factory, somebody didn't put the second spring in. That's all that is. Now also, if you notice, you know, these are all blacked out here, and again, these are the 797. These are the 997 knives. So you get the better blade steel right then and there. So I already like these much better. This had, basically all I did was change the blade. All the black hardwood is the same. So I took the clip off. I tried to order a clip, figuring, well, all these clips are going to be the same. And pretty much all the $10 ones, the clips are interchangeable. All the under $8 ones have a much fatter footprint. So these clips are not going to be, if you're in the under $8 range, those clips are interchangeable. When you're in the $10 range with the D2 stuff, they're interchangeable. But not over the two different cost differences are they interchangeable. Alright? That's back to what I was saying. So I bought the 2 pocket clips. They did not fit because this is a small footprint. These are a large footprint. Okay, whatever. I threw them in a toolbox. We'll use them on something else. I took this clip off, and I was out in the shop working on some other stuff, and I put it in a cup, and I filled it with paint stripper, and I let it sit for 2 hours. Came back, rinsed it off with water. Now this is some sort of PVD or titanium coating that they use, and I guess they use it on the pocket clip too, because this didn't even make a dent, didn't even put a scratch on it. It looked exactly like the one that was never put in paint thinner or paint stripper for 2 hours. So basically, I just painted that silver. That's how I got that to be like that. So I felt that the murdered out one was fine if it's all blacked out, but this one was, this hardware should have came silver. And it should have came with a silver pocket clip. It would have been a much better looking knife. So anyway, this one's down for the count. I don't know what size these Omega springs are. But on Amazon, they have, it fits most Benchmades. They send you a kit with 2 different size Omega springs. So it's probably going to be, you know, the ones that fit the bug out would be in there, which would probably be equivalent size to the wug outs or whatever everybody's calling them nowadays. I can't keep up with all the nicknames for this knife right here, to be honest with you. So this one is useless until Amazon delivers. I'm not a fan of blue, but this for $10, I don't know. This feels great because it's got G10, but the blade, yeah, I can't get past the blade. It feels very, like you can feel the weight of this blade. When you flip this out, and you can hear it, when you flip this out, the blade doesn't weigh anything. You know, and this is a good knife. Again, I don't like the 2 different color reds that clash together. You know, but then you can move up into the $24 range, or $25 or $24.97, whatever it is. So you got the G10 here, you got the G10 here, you got aluminum there. I think we already went over all these knives here, but I'm just showing you different classifications they have now. So, you know, I mean, if you're on a budget, I mean, really, if you can buy an $8 knife, you can probably buy a $10 knife. So you're probably only going to get any of these here in this group because you like one of them's cool. You think this one looks good. I think this one looks great with the gray and the black. I think it looks awesome. So, you know, this one I like. This one's going to keep. This one was a surprise that it was assisted. So that's pretty cool for $8 or whatever. This one, you like, gotta love the G10. It feels great. Do I really want to spend the time to pull this hardware out and change the color of it? Maybe. I might get bored one day. This one I've had for a while. I always thought this one was great. But, you know, they're a little flimsy. And so is this one, you know. But then again, so is a Benchmade bug out too. And that's a $180 knife all day long. This one, I can take it or leave it. I like the silver. It's a little too thin. This is more of a CEO style knife, you know, which I'm really not into. I got a couple. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's garbage or anything like that. You know, I've seen much worse knives than any of these on the table here. This one, this was a huge surprise to me. This one I'm glad I picked up. I saw it. It was the last one there too, and I was on the fence about it. I was like, do I really need another liner lock? And do I really need another black knife? And you know what? I guess I did, because I'm really digging this one. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, you know, you got your $10 group, you got your under $8 group, and then you got your over $20, and there's only one of these. There is another one in blue, I think, that's either a button lock or a Slide lock, I'm not sure, probably around $20. And there's a couple more of these guys here. There's another one that looks like this. I think it's either blue with red liners, which is weird. I mean, who'd they make that for? Spider-Man? And there might be one other that I'm missing right now, but there's the whole scene there for y'all. All right, these are brand new drops here. Not this one. That's been out for. I just wasn't able to get this for 2 years, and now they're available, and now they're on the website as well. These here, that's been out. That's been out. So basically, these 4 here are brand new drops. And like I said, the red and blue one that I did not pick up, and there's probably one more floating around that I didn't catch because it's either not online yet, and or it's not in the store yet. And you know what? I'm good. I think I've got more Ozark trails than I actually need at this point in time. But I wanted to show y'all so you can make you a better choice and be better informed, because especially if you're buying on the website, you can't feel them. You know, unless you read all the little things, I would have known this was assisted. See, and you can't get the greatest purchase on that to close it. Whereas this one is non-assisted, but you have all the room in the world to hit that liner lock. So this one they should have made a little bigger. This one kind of thin, you know. But I guess the real winners here are if you're in the $10 range, the $25 range, and this one I can recommend all day long. Choice is yours. I hope you learned everything you needed to know about the Ozark Trails in this video. If not, hit me in the comments. Tell me what I missed. Ask me any questions about whatever's on the table here or anything else in their line. If I don't have it, I'll go pick one up. And I also have these in all the colors. OD green is the other missing color here from the table. Alright, I guess that's about it for now. Thanks, and have a great evening.